Have you ever wondered why the market always goes against you? Many times after you've bought a share, then share prices started to drop. Is it because that the market doesn't like you? How do we overcome this situation then? M Plus Wiz, which alerts on potential entry for trending stocks, might do the trick for you. Is that all for the Wiz feature? Not at all. To find out more, please visit us at mplusonline.com/wiz.
Hey, good morning. Actually, good afternoon, everyone. All right. Okay, it's Monday again, and today is me, Elkie, with you guys today. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. Okay. So before I start our section for today, can I have a really quick sound check? Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dominic. Okay, Jennifer. We have Jennifer right here with us today. Eddie. Yeah, Eddie. Good afternoon. Our very good supporter. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. If you guys can hear me. All right. Okay. Thank you, Dom. All right. Okay, if we look at our index today, we can see our index is actually doing quite okay. We can see our index is up by 2.48 to 1590 levels today. Okay, in our morning sections. Okay, in the morning we actually open higher. We open higher, and then we have some sharp selling to the support of 1587 this morning, and then eventually at after 9:30 p.m. 9:30 a.m. when the market sentiment is more stabilized and we see some rebound, and the market has been hovering at this area. Okay, and if we look at the top gainers and also the decliners for today, we can see they are pretty much break even. Okay, this is actually pretty much well expected, within our expectations, because do you guys know what week is this week? Yeah, we know that this week we gonna have budgets, the tabling of budgets on Friday. Okay, so ahead of the budget, I would say that there could be some profit taking coming in on those sectors that have moved quite a fair bit ahead of the budget, and also some positioning for the budget. So it's very normal to have a little bit on the mixed sentiment ongoing, especially across. I think it will sustain for the whole week. So this week for me is likely to be a more quiet week. Okay, yeah, a more quiet week for me. Okay, so if we look at our top gainers today, we can see quite a numbers of construction and also building materials inside. Okay, we can see Jinhin, quality, and we also do see some complete for the logistics sites. We also see Yinsen for the oil and gas. Okay, oil and gas, and some others right here, Ion Credit, RC Cap for the financing sites. Okay, financial financing sites. Okay, so we can see it's pretty much mixed. If we look into the sector, okay, one way we can look into sector really fast is we can go to index listing. Okay, we can see right here today the lowest it is actually the opening at 1586.77, and then it's very much supported today. Okay, today is more towards it open lower and also rebounded and supported ahead of the low. Okay, and if we look into the other sectors that performing today, it will be still the energy, okay, and also telco. Okay, telco. If you guys notice, um we are gonna have Jandela. Okay, we are gonna have Jandela. Okay, to be all the work related of the Jandela is going to be issued this week. So some of the 5G related counters could be in focus this week, as the work orders of Jandela is setting to be issued and also announced by this week. Okay, so that's why if we look into it, for me, my focus for this week, I will still very much focus on the energy and plantations. These two, we know they are commodities counters, so that's why I need to follow very closely on the performance of the oil price and also the CPO price. And other than that, I will be looking into telecommunication and media, and besides that, it will be on the constructions. Okay, although we are seeing construction sector is slightly lower today. Okay, but we know that construction and also building materials might be the focus for the budget, or for the upcoming budget as well. So there might be some positioning on the construction sites, construction sector, and that would be my focus as well. Okay, as of technology, okay, one thing about technology for this week, there are quite a few tech giants who gonna announce their earnings this week. Okay, uh, so I will be really careful on technology for this week, and I would employ the trading strategy of buying in and selling out really fast. Okay, really have to be fast and fast off for this week for technology, because there could be quite a volatile section for the technologies this week. Okay, uh, and just on the side notes, is there are some readings and also the news saying that the hedge fund slash FANG exposure, which is the Nasdaq ETF, okay, to the 2-year low ahead of earnings. Okay, so the hedge funds are really careful. On the tech side, so that's why I believe that affect the sentiment today in our local market as well. Okay, so if we look into the chart wise, FBM KLCI, okay, if we look into our chart FBM KLCI, at this moment we can see FBM KLCI, it doesn't show a strong direction. Okay, it doesn't show a strong direction. However, the upside remains stronger. Okay, the upside remains stronger, whereby we see a higher low right over here. Okay, however, the pullback was steep. All right, hence for FBM KSI, the outlook is until the price able to hold well above 1560 levels. Okay, if I able to see FBM KSI to hold well above 1560 levels and re-break above 1600 areas, then I will be more comfortable and more confident to say that the FBM KLCI is gonna trade on a strong upward trending. Okay, otherwise the FBM KLCI could be more towards sideways chopping up and down kind of situations. Okay, hence during this period of time, I will be more careful in trading, especially index link counters, and also trading the sentiment, because we know that the sentiment also affected by our how is the index moving. Okay, so I would focus on short-term trading, get in, see money, and get out. Okay, rather than too optimistic or too bullish into the market. All right. Okay, so that would be the direction and also the strategy for this week. Okay, these are some of the sectors that we need to be aware of and also be concerned, focus, and set up the strategy for this week. Okay, um, if we look at some of other sectors that could be moving, it would be the water related. We have FITTES on our daily pick today, which we see it might benefited from the Russell water treatment uh, tendering. Okay, FITTES is one of our pick that we see a very good formation, technical formation happening. Hence, it's inside our daily pick for today. So you can see FITTES has been consolidating and holding ball above the 20 days moving average. So here comes with today open higher and pressuring upwards. It actually gives us our MA20 rebound breakout strategy, okay, and also our pullback breakout strategy. Okay, so you can see it triggers all three of them, and it also trigger our momentum buying. Hence, we are expecting a very strong move on FITTES breakout today when it trigger at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so that would be at 4 410 425 42.5 cents to the highest 46.5 cents, and that gives us almost a 10% return. Okay, so if we look at other that we are looking at, like Resintec, it opened at 84.5 cents and actually give us a scalping opportunity on Resintec. Okay, as it hit near the previous high at 88.5 cents, actually that is a very good spot for us to take some profits, or even for scalpers, it's good to take profit and get out. Okay, and if we look at Pelican wise, Pelican, it break higher. We can see it is a breakout from this high at 51 cents, and then we are seeing a good almost 10% up from the entry, okay, from 51 cents. Okay, so this is a potential trading with a stop loss at 47.5 cents and below. Okay, so that gave us a opportunity to look into Pelican for trading opportunity. And as of FPI, in our daily pick FPI, the resistance is definitely at 4.54. Okay, but given the weak environment for the technologies, and also the related counters, EMS, all this, FPI unable to sustain a gain when it rallied near to the 4.50 and it went all the way down. Okay, so that's why it's very, very important for us to visualize what happened in the market and what are the focus for this week. Hence, we know that which kind of counters we can try to hold it a little bit, or which kind of counters we see money we must run. And this week, we definitely want to see money, take money and get out from the market and look for the next opportunities. Okay, if wrong, then definitely you want to cut loss. Okay, and for FPI, for this kind of formation, we can see if we don't see rebound in the afternoon section, which I think unlikely to see a strong rebound, then this could be a dark cloud cover bearish formation forming with a rejection from 4.50 area, and we might see a further selling on FPI towards the support of 3.85. So hence, for FPI, I would be really holding a really conservative view on this counter, and you might, for those who have FPI traded FPI this morning, then it might, if you didn't take profits on the morning rally, then you might want to consider to reduce the exposure and the positions, okay, for the short term. Okay, we know that the long term fundamental is still very good and attractive counters, but short term wise, we are seeing more towards a bearish view on this counter. Give technical view on this counter with the bearish confirmation at the break of 4 ringgit 17 cents. Okay. However, if you are trading it, if you are trading it and you want to reduce some position, you can reduce some position right over here, and the break of 4 ringgit 70 cents, you can look into cut loss. Okay, and buying back lower at trade below 4 ringgit if you are a long-term traders. Okay, yeah, so these are some of our pick today. And you do realize that although we have some technologies counters inside right over here, because because the counters is not performing, it doesn't the sentiment for the technology counters wasn't that strong today, so that's why they are not triggered. So that is the good point about our daily pick, whereby we put these few potential stocks inside, and only if the environment is strong and the trigger came in, then it gives us the opportunity to trade it. Okay, yeah, so that would be some of the stocks for today. Okay, our daily pick and what we were looking at. And I can see there are quite a number of comments right over here asking about stocks. Okay, so I will try to go through most of it, but I will focus on those our followers, those who has been sharing and sharing our post, giving us the most support. So I will try to go through all of them first. All right, okay. So I can see Ruku asked about Chrono. Okay, if we look at Chrono wise, okay, if you have attended to my technical class, my webinar, okay, we can see that Chrono is basically going in a very huge sideways ranging over here. Okay, it's on very huge sideways ranging, and until it's break above 69.70 cents area, otherwise it is likely to continue to stay inside this sideways ranging. And we can see that between this huge sideways ranging, we have another sideways block inside, which is range from 58 cents all the way to 68 cents, 10 cents kind of range. Okay, so Ruku, if you are trading Chrono, it's either you need to be really patient, okay, really patient, or if you already have a position, you might want to monitor closely when it trade near to the 59 cents, 58, 59 cents. If it break below, then you might want to have a short-term cut loss and look to buy back lower at 51 cents. So at least if you are trading long-term, you know that you can save about 6 to 7 cents from this drop. Okay, because if it drop below 58 cents, we might see further selling going to 50 to 51 cents support. Okay, for upturn wise, we need to see a more consolidation move and also the rebound above 70 cents to alert us that the buying could be coming. Otherwise, it is likely to stay in a sideways ranging for Chrono. Okay. As for bull stick plantations, okay, for bull stick plantation, we can see that for this counter, it has break above the ranging the resistance of 66 cents recently with the rally in the CPO price and also the plantation related counters. And the counters, the candles has been holding really well right over here. Okay, we can see this is okay, we can see this is a very small pennant over here. Okay, at this point, the price still holding well above the pennant breakout. Okay, the price still holding very well above pennant breakout. And if we zoom out, we can see the resistance. the resistance is somewhere around here. After that, we have the next resistance area around here at 94 cents, and a minor one about here at 83 cents. Okay, so these are the three levels to watch out. If we see Bostic Plantation continue to break above 75 cents, then we are seeing 83 cents as the next resistance. Okay, but not to forget that given that we had a very strong rally on Bostic Plantations from 54 cents to 76 cents. That's a 33% run in less than 2 months. Okay, so if it make any more towards sideway movement or even retracement on Bostic Plantation, that would be reasonable as well. Okay, so for Bostic Plantation, you need to be patient. Okay, and also the rally might come in next month, maybe another 2 weeks ahead of the quarterly results. Okay, for November quarterly result, because given the strong CPO price, all this thing, the QR for the upcoming quarters or even next quarter, it is likely to remain strong. Okay, and Wilfred is asking about Hong Seng. Okay, if you look at Hong Seng wise, this is actually a very nice breakout for Hong Seng on last Friday. Okay, but one thing that I really concerned about Hong Seng is we can see the rally has been strong. Okay, the rally has been strong. This sorry. Okay, this is a really strong rally, and the sideway and continuation another strong rally. Okay, if we look into if we count the swing wise, this is the wave 1, wave 3, and then normally wave 3 is the strongest one. Okay, and one thing that I'm really concerned is despite the move, we are seeing the volume are depleting. Okay, the volume are getting lesser and lesser as the price is trading higher, and also we are seeing reversal signal coming in. So for me, Hong Seng is pretty much near to a potential major retracement for Hong Seng. Okay, so Wilfred, I will be really careful on Hong Seng at this point. And anytime if it reverse and break below 3.70 ringgit, then that definitely would tell me some of these people who bought it over here, they might cut loss and trigger us another sharp dropping, strong selling, maybe to retest 2.60 ringgit area. Okay, so be careful on Hong Seng. Okay, if you are doing short-term trading and you stuck on the high, then you really want to make up your mind and decide where is your stop loss point and cut loss accordingly. Okay, and for DNO wise, we can see DNO is a prolonging sideway. Okay, which I wouldn't call this a triangle or flag or pennant. It's more towards like a sideway for me. Okay, it's more towards like a sideway for me, and it will take time for it to move higher. But for similarly on DNO, despite the price has been moving higher, we can see the trading volume has been getting lower and lower. So I might expect some move like this to happen. Okay, I might expect some move like this to happen. Okay, some retracement. Okay, then only the rebound to happen. Okay, however, the outlook for DNO right now is still on the positive side. Just that personally, I would be really careful whenever I see a little bit more towards all this like price volume divergence kind of signal. Okay, in short term wise is on the sideway, and if it have a rebound, we might see it to retest the 6 ringgit high. Okay, if the volume come back in, and we might even see the breakout above. Okay, so for DNO, you still can trade. Okay, the upward bias is still there, but you need to take a very cautious measure and also put a closer stop loss for DNO. Bernard is asking about fridge. If we look at fridge wise, um, yeah, last 2 weeks I remember fridge had a very nice move, a very strong move. Okay, on the 8th. And if we zoom out to look at the outlook of the fridge, all right, so this is the recent high for fridge, and we are seeing the price is supported very nicely above 92.5 cents. Okay, 92.5 cents, 93 cents. For me, I would say that fridge is going on a very healthy retracement. Okay, so anytime if I see a rebound above 1 ringgit 01 to 1 ringgit 04 area, I would see it as a potential buy signal with a potential with a short term target at 1 ringgit 15 cents. Okay, so I'm holding a bullish view on fridge. Okay, IV wise, IV asking about MYEG. MYEG right over here. MYEG actually is one of my pick for today. Okay, I was filtering some of the picks and I was preparing to share with you guys if I have a little bit more time. And MYEG is one of it. Okay, I like MYEG. How it looks like is because it was forming a very good consolidation right over here, and we can see the consolidation is just holding above the 20 days moving average. Okay, given the strong buying right here, the pullback wasn't having a diminishing volume, and today the volumes are picking up. I would say I'm actually holding quite a good view on MYG. Okay, as it testing 1 ringgit 10 cents, I'm expecting more on MYG to go to potentially cover this gap right over here at 1 ringgit 25 to 1 ringgit 36 cents, or even if the market if we really move really strong in longer term, it might come to 1 ringgit 50 cents area for MYEG. Okay, so one I talked about Hong Seng earlier. Okay, Pauline, Jack, Jax. Okay, so if we look at Jax wise, it's very obvious that Jax is trending downwards. Okay, one good thing about Jax is we are seeing the selling to slow down for Jax. Okay, despite the steep selling. Okay, especially since the early of the year after the LSS4 has already finalized and announced, then we are seeing Jax starting to drop all the way down. Uh, okay, but the selling has slowed down in the month starting in the month of July, and it might go sideways before able to rebound back again. Okay, so for Jax, I would say that you might want to wait patiently to see a better formation. Okay, the sideways move accumulation signals coming in, then only you look into Jax to trade along. Okay, yeah. Aaron is asking about tech stocks. Okay, Aaron asking about IMI and also revenue. Okay, um, this week I would say um, traders might reduce some of their position on the technologies related counters and would unlikely to bet big on tech. So tech could likely to go into a sideways mode, or if we see a very favorable comments, then we might see it gonna have a maybe 1 day spike up, then the next a faster profit taking. Okay, so for MI, that's the view, and that should apply to other tech counters also. For revenue on digital payments and also digital payment and also is also considered tech, we can see it's also going on sideways. And one interesting thing is we have been seeing a strong move in technology counters. You can see digital payment counters for months. Okay, since almost throughout this whole year, we can see earlier revenue in April have a strong rally to 2 ringgit 40 cents high, and then is still come all the way back down. Okay, if you look at GHR system wise, it's pretty much the same thing. It has been going on sideway, but GHL system wide is more towards upwards recently. Okay, and if we look into a longer term of view, I would say that digital payment is definitely gonna be still remain in focus, and also um, it can turn and become the major um, method of payment in future. But why it is not reactive? It is not actively trading for this year. One is because I would say that I would say, like, for revenue wise, they have all this charge when there's a pay wave and swipe, all this kind of thing, and retail shops, all these are closed, so that's why they are not getting a lot of all these so-called charges. Okay, and also another thing is, for me, I would say that they are digesting the previous year's rally. We can see revenue after listed in 2018, the share price has been going on upward rally for quite a long time. So I would say that this year is more towards uh, they are digesting the price movement, and eventually when the outlook for digital payment, all this thing has improved or even have new catalysts, we should see all these counters to move higher. Okay, so for those long-term investor on digital payment counters, I think you could still hold on to it for a brighter future. Okay, Duran is asking if we open account. Okay, for this daily pick. Okay, for this daily pick right over here, it's actually for our Wiz Pro subscribers. Okay, if you are after you open account, you will have access to Wiz Lite. Okay, you can get Wiz Lite from here after you log in. You just right click and then you can get M Plus Wiz Lite. Okay, but Wiz Pro only available for subscribers. Okay, and if you open M Plus Wiz Lite, you won't get daily pick or our trader list. Trader list is actually a basket of stocks that we see the potential are very strong there, like Shinhin. Shinhin is inside our trader list for today. Okay, and these are the stocks that we have recommended recently, and they stands the potential for short-term trading. All right, and the trader list and also daily pick only available for Whisper subscribers, and also the rules. Okay, uh, bottom rebound, trend reversal, flat breakout, MA rebound, momentum buy, MA rebound, and momentum buy that I mentioned on Fitters just now. Okay, squeeze breakout, pullback rebound, and also bias intact. But for Wiz Lite, we offer bias intact for you guys for free to test out the system. How is our strategy going on? Okay, so if for Wiz Lite, for non-subscribers, what you will be seeing is something like this. Okay, once you launch a M Plus Wiz Lite and then you put up the alerts, you can see the signals for the bias intact. But one good thing is, if you are seeing all these blue highlighted counters, these are our recommended counters lah. Okay, our recommended counters that stands a good potential, and then you can look into this to trade. But you only have the access to bias intact. Okay, and for those subscribers, then they will have access to all our other rules, like this morning wise, rest intact, Pelican, Fitters, all these things, and that they triggered on other rules rather than the bias intact. Okay, yeah. Okay, Wilfred is asking about high tech as well. Okay, if you look at high tech, okay, High tech is trading sideways. Okay, we can see the MA line is pretty much flat. It's trading sideways. Although we are seeing some rebound about 1 ringgit 90 cents. For me, this unless we are seeing a strong rebound and breakout above 2 ringgit 60 cents, 16 cents. Otherwise, high tech is likely to go on sideways, or even if we break below 1 ringgit 90 cents, we might see further selling pressure to 1 ringgit 50 cents. Okay, for me, downside is stronger until the price able to rebound above 2 ringgit 16 cents. Okay, can DNO we talked about earlier. Okay, Patient is asking about euro. Okay, euro. Okay, euro last week, last Friday, Thursday, Friday have a quite a good amount of volume coming in. Okay, and if we look at euro wise, okay, actually, I personally euro technically, I would say euro looks seems okay for euro. Okay, although it's a penny stock. Okay, although I don't trade penny stocks too much. Okay, but if you look at euro wise, technical view seems okay. We have a very strong selling sideways, and right now we are seeing a higher low forming. Okay, a higher low forming. So if for the confirmation of the trend reversal, it will be rebreak above the high on the October 12th at 76.5 cents. Okay. However, if you want to react earlier, you're willing to take higher risk, you can look into the reversal and rebreak above 66 cents with the stop loss at 50 cents, 50 cents and below. Okay. Uh, the rally was on last Thursday. So we for the next 2 days it's really crucial to see if the price able to hold above 50 cents, 51 cents and continue to break higher or not. If we see the rebound and break above 65 cents, then a very good chance that it will test the 76 cents and continue to trade higher for euro. Okay. Tapa is asking about DNEX. Today I saw quite some volume happening on DNEX. Yeah, we can see DNEX volume has came in. Okay, but one thing about DNEX is same thing that I said earlier. We can see DNEX is going on a more towards a sideways trending. Okay, short-term trading wise, I would expect DNEX to continue trade higher to 80 cents to 83 cents. So for scalpers, all this thing with the volume coming in, you can continue to trade on DNEX with the aim to 83 cents with the stop loss maybe at 70, break below 76 cents or even 74 cents. Okay, but do bear in mind that this is a sideways ranging move, and when it comes to 83 84 cents, you really want to consider to take some profits and keep it first rather than betting all for the breakout. Okay, the breakout might not happen on DNEX, so you really want to be careful on that. Okay, HubSync wise, if we look at HubSync, we know that HubSync the reason why HubSync has such a strong drop recently. Okay, for those who have been reading the newspaper, reading the news, we know that they are posts and also talkings about the biscuit having some materials or ingredients that cause, I think it's cancer or what, all these rumors going on in the market, and that actually create the panic selling of HubSync, because that definitely will affect the sales for HubSync. Okay, so that's why we are seeing such a sharp drop in HubSync. Okay, but I do also see there are some research or MOH coming out to rectify the thing, and I would say that this drop is likely to be temporarily. Okay, we started to see some support at 90 cents, and it will take time for the share price to recover. Okay, especially if the impact from this event will be to be faded eventually as the time goes by. Okay. Johnny. Johnny is asking about OCK. Okay, Johnny, although you put a 4, I might only have to just take one because um otherwise it might be unfair to others. Okay. We still have quite a few to go through before we end the section today. Okay. OCK wise is more towards on sideway and upward trading. Okay, upward trending. The resistance is at 54 cents, and the supports it should hold above 48.5 cents. Supports, especially this week, we are seeing more telco counters, 5G related counters to move stronger. So for me, OCK should hold above 48.5 cents for this week. Okay, and anytime if the buying with volume is coming in to break above 51 cents, I would say for a short term, it might rally to test the 54 cents high. Okay, for OCK. All right. Okay, Angela, I talked about MYEG. Why plantation stops when Malaysia palm oil exports drop 8.46 month on month? Dominic is asking. Okay. All right. Why plantation stocks is because the CPO price is strong, although the export drop is likely due to the productions. All this thing has been dropping. Okay. One thing that concern us when it comes to plantations and also other labor intensive sectors like furniture, like glove counters is we can see recently we are seeing foreign laborers are not coming back at this moment. We are facing shortage of labor. So one concern about plantation counters is although the price is good, but then the productions, the harvesting might not able to catch up due to the shortage of labor. So for those who are trading on the CPO on the plantation related counters, so you have to have this idea behind your mind. So if we are seeing a really unreasonably strong rally on plantation counters ahead of the result, then you might really want to take some of your profits rather that you um, strictly believe that the result will be good and the price can trade higher. Okay, so you have to put that be, in your mind when you're trading the plantation counters. Okay, Ashraf is asking about the Naga. Right, the Naga. The Naga is trading at, we can see the Naga is forming multiple low right over here at 9 ringgit 60 cents area. Okay, we are seeing some rebound and it's still at the lower range. And one thing about the Naga is we are seeing the Naga is actually forming a triangle right over here, descending triangle. Okay, and this descending triangle, it can be a downward continuation of downward selling if we break below the support, or we need it to rebound. Okay, pull back and continue breakout. Okay, but we know that Tenaga is more towards like investment kind of stocks rather than trading. Okay, so for those who want to trade invest into Tenaga, I would say that 9 ringgit 60 cents area is really the support area, and you might want to collect somewhere over here given the dividend yield, all this thing, and keep some money in case it break lower, then you got a cheaper price to collect for the Naga. Okay. William is asking about Sasbadi. Okay. Sasbadi wise. For Sasbadi, we are not seeing a very clear movement on Sasbadi. It's just going on sideways. Nothing too much on Sasbadi. Okay. Mr. Liu Yuk Long, we talk about the next. Adam, eForce. Okay, eForce is related with MYG. Okay, but eForce is going on sideways. But we are seeing some rebound on EFOS, as today we are seeing a move in MYG. So if MYG continue to get stronger and go higher, then we might see a rebound from EFOS, since we are seeing it's trading on a consolidation sideway at support at 49 cents. We might see it rebound to 54 cents or even to 56 cents area for EFOS for short-term trading. Okay. EPO. Okay. Apple Globe wise is pullback. Okay, after recent is above the 20 days moving average pullback, and I'm anticipating as the volume is getting lower on the retracement, so it's actually a good view lah. It's a positive sign for Apple Globe. Okay, so anytime I might see some rebound above 4.77, 75, 76 cents, and then we might see further rebound to 1.80 cents to 1.83 cents area for Apple Globe. IV, yeah, DNX. Just now we talked about it. Okay, we might see further rebound on DNX. So, I think for short-term trading, you can still try to hold for a day or two. Okay. For Pastec wise, we are seeing a rejection from 1 ringgit 20 cents area and then a strong selling below the 20 days moving average. Okay, unless we are seeing a strong rebound above 1 ringgit 15 cents, otherwise Pastec might continue to sell lower to 1 ringgit 07 area or even 1 ringgit 01 supports for Pastec. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a few more before we're gonna call it an end for the section today. Okay, so Mr. Liao, TMC Live is going on sideway. Okay, sideway, nothing too much on TMC Live. You just have to monitor for any sign of accumulation when it's going on sideway for this. Okay, for this one. Okay. Okay, Encik Noor Iman, Pekat Samaiden RL. Okay, so I'm gonna take one. Okay, Pekat wise is recently we saw some rebound in the Solar Vest, but Solar Vest rebound is not really that strong. Okay, today it attempt to test the 1.43 cents again. Okay, if we see a stronger rebound and break out above 1.43 cents and trades, it has to break above 1.50 cents to for a more convincing upward trending for Solar Vest. But the formation right now is pretty positive right now. So if that happens, I believe that would lifted the movement in Pekat. Okay, Pekat is really on sideway right here. Okay, nothing too much to be looked at for Pekat until we see a strong break above 80 cents. However, if we see strong move on Solar Vest and Samaiden, then if you want to bet on the support rebound on Pekat, you can try so with a stop loss at 73 cents or below 73.5 cents. Okay, and as for Samaiden wise, we can see it's pretty much similar. Okay, it's pretty much similar with how Solar Vest looks like. So if the Solar Vest rebounds, then we are expecting Samaiden to rebound and break out to 1 ringgit 23 cents and moving higher into a potential upwards. Okay, so we can see Samaiden has this rally. It has this well supported at this area 1 ringgit 16 cents and resistance about this area. Okay, so when Solar Vest break out, we are expecting Samaiden to break out as well. All right. Okay. The last one from Shafira, Asia. Okay. So we're gonna end the section with Asia today. Okay. Wow, Asia is a 3-point reversal for Asia. Okay, this is a hammer, a bullish reversal, and that happened after a steep pullback on Asia. Okay, but normally after this kind of steep pullback, the rebound could be to be limited. Okay, it wouldn't be really like a strong rebound all the way back to 1.30 ringgit, but I'm expecting it might rebound to 1.60 ringgit area. So for short-term traders, you can look into trades, and we might see if we're able to see the price to hold above 1 ringgit 10 cents area and continue breakout, then we might see a rebound to the area, or it can be a double bottom rebound. Okay, yeah, and hopefully on the budget we are seeing more incentive, and also more things put on the tourism, or even the how they gonna stimulate the tourism sectors as the COVID case, and also getting more stabilized, declining day by day, and the adults in Malaysia is almost is already hit more than 94% vaccinated. Okay, so all these things, if taking into consideration, and hopefully we are seeing more better news that we are hear from the tabling of budgets on this Friday. Okay, so that will be all for today's section. Okay, and to wrap up this week, we are really trading very cautiously ahead of the budget, and we might see some sell on news or some profit taking ahead of the budget, especially those counters that really a lot on the expectation of the budget, while we also might see some of the positioning into some of the lagged counters. Okay, so do be careful and monitoring very closely on construction sectors, on EV, electric vehicles related counters, on industrial counters, all this. All right, okay, and also I have mentioned that technologies could be more towards volatile sections. It could be sideways uncertain, given that traders will be look into the earnings from the tech giants and also comments to know how is the view. Okay, and also we also talk about the Jendela, the working orders from Jendela will be issued this week. So 5G might have a stronger movement. 5G related counters might have a stronger movement this week, and we are seeing some water related counters to move. Like Fitters is one of them, with the Rasa water treatment tendering, and other water related counters will be KPS, Taliwork, all this to look at. All right, so that would be briefly the idea and what are the things to be focused on this week. Okay, and I hope that with all this information, it helps you guys to make a better decisions and also have a better trading result this week. All right, okay, so thank you very much for your time to joining with us, and we shall see you next week. Okay, thank you very much and have a nice week ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.